Fragrant is my favorite flavor, and that's why I almost exclusively make tea-infused chiffon cakes. Every afternoon I spend making cake turns into an aromatherapy session with the wonderful aroma of tea wafting out even as I make the batter. And Earl Grey is one of the most fragrant teas out there. The invigorating black tea takes on the rich, floral aroma of the added bergamot oil. Complement it with the nectar-like sweetness of white peaches, and you'll have a summer symphony in your mouth. I started by infusing the milk for the cake batter with my favorite Earl Grey black tea leaves by simmering them together for 7 minutes until medium brown in color. This will add the deep aroma of brewed black tea to the cake. Strain the tea leaves, making sure to give them a good few presses to get the milk tea out until you have the requisite amount. Once the milk tea has cooled, we can follow my base chiffon cake recipe, which consists of 2 main components, a batter and meringue. To make the batter, combine the room temperature wet ingredients with the sifted dry ingredients. Thanks to the wonderful smell of freshly brewed tea, this never gets repetitive for me. Next, we'll make the meringue. Whip the egg whites until the soft peak stage. Then gradually add the granulated sugar until stiff peaks form. Fold the meringue into the cake batter until roughly combined. Now we will add even more tea. I've been baking with this Earl Grey tea powder for years, and I love that it captures the fragrance of the bergamot oil so perfectly. We really want the cake to taste as much like a cup of tea as possible, and it's only with both the tea leaves and tea powder that I can really translate the full flavor of a cup of Earl Grey into cake form. Fold the tea into the cake batter until it is completely uniform. Pour the batter into a 6-inch cake pan, lined with parchment paper just on the bottom, so that the cake can cling to the sides as it bakes and rises. Give it a quick jiggle to flatten out the top, then bake at 325 degrees Fahrenheit for 56 minutes until the cake springs back to touch. Cool the cake upside down for 2 hours, which is just enough time for us to prepare the peaches. This is mostly the same peach compote I made for my matcha peach chiffon cake recipe. The only difference is that I'm slicing the larger sides of the peaches into 1/4-inch thick pieces for the inside of the cake, while I'm slicing the remainder into 1/8-inch pieces for decorating the top of the cake. Cooking the peaches not only deepens their fragrance 3-fold, they also keep better. And the added strawberry powder is my trick to adding the cutest pink blush to each slice of peach, while lending just the slightest refreshing acidity. Gently simmer the peach slices in the compote solution for 10 minutes. Then thoroughly dry the peach slices in a single layer for an hour and a half, or until all the moisture has dripped out from them. To get perfectly even cake layers, I use a special cake leveling tool combined with a long serrated cake knife. Keep your hand on top of the cake as gently as you can without pressing, just enough to hold the cake in place to let the knife go in cleanly. Move your top hand along with the knife as you slice. Here's the cream that I infused with Earl Grey tea powder overnight. Pour it through a superfine sieve. Add the rest of the ingredients and whip just until soft peaks form. To assemble the cake, add even layers of the Earl Grey infused cream filling and the thicker peach slices between each layer of cake, before finishing off the top and sides of the cake with cream. Today, I've left the sides slightly uncovered for a more rustic look and to show off the layers of Earl Grey chiffon cake. Refrigerate the cake overnight. The cake will soften further and the cream will become set yet still pillowy soft in texture. Save the remaining cream and peach slices in the fridge as well. All that's left to do is add some final decorative touches the next day. I actually had some trouble falling asleep last night because I was so excited about the cake. Use the remaining thin peach slices to form rosettes on the top of the cake and decorate with cream as desired. I'm going with additional rosettes for a festive summer look. Finally, I like to add just the tiniest piece of thyme to each slice as a palate cleanser. This is definitely the most fragrant cake I've made yet. The hearty aroma of tea-infused cake and the delicate yet disseminating peach fragrance fill the room like an outdoor picnic in a rose garden. The chiffon cake is light and melts in my mouth, allowing the flavors to diffuse even more easily. It's even better with the peach compote and a cup of freshly brewed Earl Grey. While pungent, the fragrance quickly dissipates in my mouth thanks to the airy, light cream and cake, and it makes me want to quickly have another bite until my slice of cake is suddenly all gone. But the sun is coming out now, and it's time for me to head out on another summer adventure.